everyone, this is Miss Rice, and I am so excited to start reading a book with you. We're gonna read this book all together, which I think will be a lot of fun. The book is called The Year of the Dog, and it is by Grace Lin, and it is a really cool book to learn about Chinese New Year and the Chinese culture. So the way that this is going to work is each recording will be one chapter of this book. You can choose to read one chapter a day, you can read 2 chapters a day, you can read 1 chapter every 2 days, but it would be really fun to do this to keep up with some of your reading, and this way you'll be reading with me and you'll be reading with some of your friends at school, which I think will be really cool. So I'm going to switch the camera around and then we will start reading our first chapter. I'm so excited. Okay, my friends, so like I said, we are going to read a book called The Year of the Dog. That is the title of our book. And this book is by Grace Lin. Right here it says a novel by. What is a novel? My friends, a novel is a big story. So look at all these pages. This isn't like a picture book that we can read really quickly. A lot of the times a novel has a lot of chapters. That makes it a novel. Okay, we are going to get started. Before we do, I want to say, I do not know Chinese and I do not speak Chinese, and there are some Chinese words in this book. So if I get the Chinese words wrong, I am sorry. If you know how to say them, maybe you can send me an email, or you can have your mom and dad help you send me a text or call me, and you can tell me how to say the words. Okay? All right, so our book starts, and on this page we have a picture, an illustration, and I'm going to make a prediction. I think this is going to be a picture of our main character's family, since I see a caption that says my family. And I also think that they're probably at their home, because it looks like they have a picture framed that says home sweet home. A lot of times in people's houses they have pictures like these. Okay, here we go. Chapter 1, A Sweet New Year. Happy New Year, Dad laughed into the phone. Going, zing, zin nine koi lei. The phone had been ringing all night with relatives calling to wish us a happy Chinese New Year. If we had lived in Taiwan, we would be having a big dinner with all our relatives, aunts, uncles, and cousins. But since we lived in New Hartford, New York, they called us instead. Yes, Dad said over the phone to Uncle Leo, Happy Year of the Dog! What does it mean when it's the year of the dog? I asked. Our kitchen was full of rich, heavy smells because Mom and Lissy were cooking the special Chinese New Year dinner. I was teaching Kiki how to draw a dog for our decorations. I know every Chinese New Year is a different animal, but is something special supposed to happen because it's the year of the dog? Oh my gosh, my friends, how cool is this? There is something here that shows you how to draw a dog. So if you want to give that a try, maybe you can pause this video and you can follow the instructions to draw your own dog. Okay, back to the story. Yes, Lissy told me, nodding her head so hard that her black hair swung back and forth. Lissy always thought she knew everything. You know how they say a dog is a man's best friend? Well, in the year of the dog, you find your best friends. That's true, Mom said, her hands mixing speckled brown meat, because dogs are faithful. They say the year of the dog is the year for friends and family, but there's more to it than that. The year of the dog is also for thinking. Since dogs are also honest and sincere, it's a good year to find yourself. Find myself, Kiki said. Why? I'm not lost. We all laughed, and Mom tried to explain. No, she said, finding yourself means deciding what your values are, what you want to do, that kind of thing. Like deciding what you want to be when you grow up, I asked. Yes, Mom nodded her head. Well, Lissy said, I've decided I'm definitely not going to be a chef because I'm tired of cooking. We still have to make the shrimp, the pork, and the vegetables. We're never going to eat. We will, Mom said, and she looked at the clock. Pacey, stop drawing and go fill the New Year tray. I went to the cabinet and took out the New Year tray. We had polished it so much that I could see myself shining in the red and black wood. I also took out a bag of the special Chinese New Year candy. It's very important that the New Year tray is filled with candy. If it's full of sweet things, it means your year will be full of sweet things. Kiki hung up our drawings and then came over to help me, though she didn't really help much. All she did was eat the candy. She loved New Year's candy. I don't know why. It isn't real candy like chocolate or lollipops. New Year's candy is sticky taffy melon candy, the color of the moon. Kiki kept eating the candy, so I couldn't fill the whole tray. I looked in the cupboard for more, but there wasn't any more. But there were rainbow-colored M&Ms. I loved M&Ms. That's real candy. So I filled the rest of the tray with that. Get her New Year tray. When Lissy saw the tray, her mouth made a big O. You can't fill the tray with M&Ms, she told me. It's a Chinese tray. Only Chinese candy is supposed to go in it. But there's not enough Chinese candy to fill it, I told her. We both looked at the tray. We couldn't decide if it was better to have the tray be half empty with only Chinese candy or full with Chinese and American candy. Mom was frying food, so we took the tray to Dad. He scooped up a big handful of Chinese candy and M&Ms and ate it. This way is good, he said. We should have both Chinese and American candy for the New Year. It's just like us, Chinese American. I think it's going to be a very sweet year. Okay, my friends, you can go to the next video if you would like to read chapter 2 now.